Hey everybody, Brock Frady here, helping you enjoy your ride. This is kind of a sentimental video. I got into the car business in 2004 at Flo Lexus in Kernersville, North Carolina. And in December of 2004, in fact it was December 31st, 2004, I sold the car that you see behind me. And that is a 2003 Lexus LS430, and I remember it like it was yesterday. These folks came in the evening, last day of the year. It was my 8th month in the car business. That car that you see behind me was on the showroom floor, and these folks came in and they bought it, and got a phone call just a couple of days ago, and they said that they thought it was time to part with their baby. Now when I sold it, it was actually certified pre-owned. It had 40,000 miles on it, and that I want you to see what the odometer reads today. It actually is a vehicle. It's got a ton of equipment on it. It's got the Mark Levinson stereo, navigation, and everything. Well, let's just take a look. Now the color is called Moonlight Pearl. The package that this LS430 had on it was called the Modern Luxury package. There was regular LS, there was Modern Luxury, Custom Luxury, and Ultra Luxury, and this one was kind of the middle package. But the way you could get them was dressed up differently according to package. In other words, you could get them with navigation, without navigation. You could get them with the Mark Levinson upgraded stereo. And so when you had one that was the navigation system and with the optional Mark Levinson stereo, we kind of considered that like a fully loaded version. The wheels, I actually really like those wheels, and Lexus did a pretty big redesign on the LS430 in 2004. Although the body shape and everything was very similar. In fact, it was the same V8, because this V8 engine, the 4.3 liter V8 engine, came out in 2001, but this it got a pretty big refresh in 04. You can even see that there's the sensors for the bumpers right there, and you know, it could use a little love, but it still runs beautifully. The wheels, you know, they've seen better days, but the paint is still shiny. I've got the sunroof open so we can get some inside shots, but the mirrors still fold in. You know, when the doors unlock and everything, they fold in and out. And this was the days before the keyless system that we have now, and this is the key for it. And so in 2004 they came out with the Smart Access keyless operation. Also, this was pre-backup camera, so there's no backup camera there. The backup camera also was offered in 2004, and this has a 4.3 liter V8, and I believe the horsepower was 270, 280. I am pretty positive. Somebody's going to fact check me on that. It's rear wheel drive, and these engines are, you know, these cars are just, they go forever. I mean, I've seen this engine with over 500,000 miles on them before, and they just go. These are extremely reliable. That is real wood. It's walnut. I think the interior color is I forget it. But you've got your center register there. You've got your center armrest. Of course, your 3-point seat belts. There are buttons that are on the outer portion of that back seat right there, or that front seat, I'm sorry. And that's if you wanted to move the seat up, if someone were in the back seat and they wanted to move the seat forward to have more leg room, you could just reach right up on the side of that seat and do that right there. And you can tell it's been worn. It's been well used. I mean, that's what cars are for. And this is exactly the way the customer just traded it back to us. By the way, the customer just left in their new 2015 Lexus RX350. Actually, it was new to them. They bought another certified pre-owned Lexus. So they bought another car from me 12 years later. Great people. You can see you have your power seat adjustments right there. That top button, that's a seat cushion extender, and you can actually see how that extends. They don't do them like this anymore. I wish they did. The seat cushion extenders that you see nowadays are like balloons or pillows that kind of puff up and they puff out, and it really doesn't actually technically extend the seat cushion. This is the real deal. Look at that. Watch how far this goes. Now that would make it much more comfortable on a long ride. And then you have your double lumbar support, seat back adjustments. Also, there's a little arrow that goes up and down right there, and that is for your seatbelt height. And then of course your adjustments to slide the seat forward and move the whole seat up and down and everything. And then you do have your memory seat system right there. And so you can memorize your seat, your steering wheel, and mirrors for up to 3 people. Customize that. I said we pop the hood and look underneath. Let's start it up. And take a look at the odometer. 359, 226. And she's still going strong. Now to pop the hood, all you do is reach directly. It's just to the right. You can see, you can line up basically right here and then go forward. And there's your latch. See your latch. Now I would imagine that they've had those shocks replaced, because that's something that was very common to go, are the shocks that hold up the hood. But listen to that thing. $359,000 miles on it. How great is that? So let's take a really quick look at the interior features. There's your navigation system. You press I agree. And it's funny, you can see that kind of pixelated looking navigation system there. Gosh, I remember those. On the left side are your climate controls, and then your dual zone. That's for the temp, and dual, that's for your driver's side temperature. There's your climate settings, and then your navigation system, destination menu, option, audio, and climate, and then of course your passenger temp. There's your clock and your temperature readout. And then I was telling you before, it's got the Mark Levinson audio system. That wood, I mean, look how pretty that all, it still looks beautiful. And it's, again, this has not been cleaned up or detailed or anything. And this door pops open, and there's your 6-disc CD changer. And you see a toggle right there, and it says power snow, ECT. That's ECT stands for electronically controlled transmission, power and snow mode. That just changes transmission shift points to give you more torque on takeoff when it's in power and to reduce the likelihood of wheel slippage in bad weather. VSC off, traction control. Then this is your heated and air-conditioned front seats. Rain sensing wipers. Headlights are automatic. Just a neat car. That is just so cool. And when I started talking to him, you know, we kind of caught up. Took a little while to catch up and everything. After catching up, I thought to myself, I wonder if they're going to trade that thing. And I hoped they would, so that I could do this video. So there she is. December of 2004, I sold that car. That was 12 years ago. That's just, I know that it may not seem like a big deal, but that's just really neat. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching this video. This probably did not give you any huge insight into the LS430, but it's kind of a nostalgic thing for me, so thanks for watching. Have a great day, everybody.